Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at the Huawei P20. Okay, so this is the Huawei P20, just been released in March 2018. It's currently middle of April, so it's taken a little while to get hold of this. This has come from the Carphone warehouse and is currently retailing for $599. Let's have a look and see what we get inside the box. Okay, to start with, we've got very plain vanilla packaging. All we've got is a slightly gold embossed logo for the Huawei P20 and also the Leica dual camera. Huawei have had a pretty successful partnership with Leica and are now using Leica lenses on pretty much all of their phones, especially the higher end ones, such as this. Nothing else really of note on the box itself, just the specifications. And talking specifications, this is the 128GB model with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, 128 seems like an awful lot of memory for a phone, but you'll see why in a minute. So there we are, there's the phone itself. And that actually looks lovely. That looks a lot like an iPhone 8 and slightly like an iPhone 10 due to the camera at the top here. So let's go around and look at what is on the sides and what we get. So at the front, at the top, you've got the front-facing 24 megapixel selfie camera. At the bottom, you've got the fingerprint reader, which is capacitive, not a push button. On the side, SIM release tray. At the bottom, the USB-C charging point, which supports fast charge. On the bottom, you've got 2 sets of grills. Unfortunately, only one of the grills contains a speaker. The other one is purely there for the visuals. Moving around to the other side, you've got the power or wake button and the volume up and down rocker, which feels quite nice and quite clicky. At the top, got a noise cancelling microphone port, and that is pretty much it. So as you've probably guessed already, there's no 3.5mm headphone jack on this. So headphones, if you want to use them, will have to be a USB-C type headphones. So that means no charging and headphones at the same time. So we've talked about the front-facing 24 megapixel camera. Let's talk about the cameras which are on the rear. So as you can see on the back, you've got twin camera setup. Now you've got 2 cameras, one of which is a 12 megapixel f1.8 color camera, and the second one is a 20 megapixel black and white f1.6 camera. Combined, this can take some stunning images. Directly below that, you've got the dual tone flash, and that is pretty much it for the rear of the phone. So let's have a look and see what we get in our accessories box. So there's a SIM release tool, a quick setup guide, the warranty card, and quite a nice thing to see is the bundled soft protection. There's a USB Huawei charger, supporting fast charge out of the box along with its USB-C connection. Also included is obviously the USB-C charging cable. There's a set of pretty basic headphones, but a nice feature to see is the headphones actually have a volume up and down rocker and also a push button to make or receive calls. And also nice to have is a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack. So you can use 3.5mm headphones, but only with the supplied adapter. So that's everything that comes in the box. Let's go ahead and talk about some more of the features of this phone. So first of all, let's talk about the screen. Now the screen is a 5.8 inch screen and has a resolution of 1080 by 2244. So that's a FHD plus resolution, not quite as high as the Pixel 2 XL, but very close. Now the screen is a IPS LCD rather than an OLED, which is unfortunate, but you still do get great blacks and great color representation. Now to back up the screen, you need a powerful processor, which isn't a problem with this model. It comes with the KIRIN 970 chipset, which incorporates 8 cores, 4 of which run at 2.36 gigahertz, and the additional 4 running at 1.8 gigahertz. So the device goes into quite a low power saving mode when necessary. Talking of which, the battery which is included is a fixed battery, so non-removable, and is rated at 3,400 amp hours. So that's the brief introduction to the phone and its specifications. So let's turn the screen on and see how it looks. So there we are, it's a Huawei logo and powered by Android. This is running a custom version of Android 8.1 using the EMUI 8.1 interface, which is very similar to the Apple iPhone interface. So for those of you that are moving to Android from the Apple ecosystem, you'll find this very easy to use, and muscle memory will soon take over and you'll get used to it very quickly. So that's the phone fully booted up, and as you can see, as per the previous statement about the camera at the top, you've got the hump, which is very much like the iPhone X or iPhone 10, whichever you want to call it. Although the hump on this one is actually a lot smaller, so you still get areas for notifications and your time and date, etc. There is an option in the menu so that you can actually disable the hump at the top by adding a black bar along the top. So if you're not a great fan of the hump bit in the middle, you can obviously change that. The default layout is the sort of stock Android 8.1 with a slight twist to it. You don't get the app drawer as standard straight away, but you do get the ability to change that in the device's menus. So you can pretty much put any skin you want on it. Okay, so this has been a very quick introduction and brief overlook of the features of the Huawei P20. If you want to see more about this phone, when we get it set up, do some test shots, etc., subscribe to the channel to keep up to date. But in the meantime, this has been the Huawei P20. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews now too, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.